So our special guest, he's not new to the show. Check out episode 31, The Oak. He came through then too. The founder of the One of a Kind.
Dope episode.
Fire MC, very unique. I've been seeing him do some kumbaya stuff in backyards and whatnot. I'm like, man, this dude, hand claps. Caleb McCoy is in the building with us today, man. What up, my dude, Caleb? What's going on?
Happy to be here. I'm happy to be here. I see y'all switched the place up, keeping it fresh.
Yes, sir.
Got the intro now. Hopping out the car like some Avengers.
Oh, yeah, because
some Avengers!
In slow motion. I see y'all out here in these streets.
Yo, the last time you came through, we were actually sitting on the recliners.
Yeah.
Against this wall right here.
Facts.
Y'all leveling up.
Facts.
Wow, that's so true, man.
So how you like the new chair?
I like it.
Yeah, it's like, a little.
This is business.
Yeah, it's business.
He body rolled and everything. He was like, ooh.
Let's
get it.
Love it, man.
I'm happy to be here, man. Thanks for having me.
Nah, dude, we're happy that you're here. Real talk, man. Last time you came through, it's funny because the last time you came through was the official first time I met you.
Word, yeah.
Face to face. And we built, and it was a dope vibe. I haven't seen you since, and now you're here.
Here we go.
It's like you never left, my dude.
The boy
is
like, working, man. The dude
he's busy, man.
Putting in work out there.
He's busy, man.
Yeah.
And that's dope, man. That's fire. Yeah, I see you, man. I see you with. So, explain to me the off season versus what's the other one? Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. Explain that to me.
All right. So I mean, my brand is the One of a Kind, the Oak. I've talked about how that kind of covers everything I do. But I just released a mixtape called Rito, Ready in the Off Season, RITO. And so
Mario tried to put the Spanish twist to it.
Put the plug in. Put the plug in. Show.
Mario was trying to say like, it's Rito.
It's Rito.
I'm like,
I always say like I want Spanish people to say it.
I don't know if you can see it. My bad. I don't have someone behind the camera.
I'm like,
Rito.
Hey,
Rito.
They're like, it's Rito. Que rico.
Okay.
Oh, we just started rhyming.
Wait. Slow down.
Then it just started rhyming.
Slow down, Gil. We on the radio now, man. I can't be.
Side hustle.
Yeah.
Side hustle.
Yo, that's a blessing, dude. Okay, go ahead. Break it
so
down.
Rito is ready in the off season. So it was a mixtape I dropped. It was kind of just about the highs and lows of being a creative and knowing that sometimes you feel on top of the world. And it's kind of easy to go hard. And then other times you in the studio by yourself or you in your lab by yourself and you don't feel like no one's paying no attention.
Yeah.
Whether personally or just vocationally. And trying to just commit myself to locking in with my character, locking in with my craft, even more so. Even when it feel like things are kind of dying down. Because season 3, it was like, okay, did a huge show, did a lot of shows and there was some big songs. And it's like, that I call it like, was it post-project depression?
Yo, that's dope. Coin that, bro.
Post-project.
That's a coin.
I think my man Jalen, he thought I said post-project depression. I was like, I said I think postpartum. I said postpartum, and he thought I said post-project. And so I was like, maybe now I'm gonna change that. Now it's post-project depression. So after you birth a huge project, right?
Yeah.
This is fine. Okay.
And
man.
so you kind of feel that like, it's like now what, right?
Artist.
You could be depressed. I mean, it could be a real thing. I'm sure you guys are creative. After you work really hard on something.
You know what's so dope about that? Let me jump in. It's so dope because you literally prepped yourself for it and then served up right after.
Yeah.
That you're like, I know it's coming. I don't do that. I feel that. Like I didn't prep for it. I was just like, oh, what now? Like it's just like, oh man, what happened?
And I'm warning some of my friends after they drop projects, both like even spiritually and just with your craft too.
Facts.
You can be more tempted. You could be like, oh, I'm bored. I'm just, I feel a low right now after I drop something. So just being the off season, right? Of course, we know sports after the championship game. Most of the teams, even the winner, right? They go back. After they vacate. They got to go to the locker room. I mean, they got to go to the gym. They got to start training. The cameras might not be there for all that. The bright lights might not be there for all that. They got to go spend time with their family. They got to lock in. And so that being our off season is like we got to lock in that much more, even if not everybody's watching. How am I going to build myself up? How am I going to build my team up, even when not everybody's watching and I feel like I'm on top? So that was what Rito was about. And so that's kind of how I feel like I entered into this off season. Even though stuff is going well, I want to have an off season mindset. Like I'm not doing it for the accolades. I'm not doing it for the spot. I'm doing it because this is training. This is my craft. This is something I want to take seriously. And then so off of Rito. So that was the mixtape. Rito's on all digital platforms, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, all that. And then I started doing these off season freestyles. And so there's 3 off season freestyles on Rito. But then I was like, I want to do more, right?
Yeah.
And just the nature.
So okay, wait from the jump. So you got 3
with a lot right there. Go ahead.
You got 3 off seasons there.
On Rito, there's 3 off season freestyles.
So in your mindset, is this something that you're gonna continue doing throughout all your projects?
It's a good question. I don't know. I mean, I think so. Just the nature of a mixtape is more like raw and more like about the bars.
But it's a mixtape in a project.
It's but so I feel like this. If you the difference
this is like unorthodox, dude. You got you're playing by a whole different set of rules.
So season 3 was more of an album. It was a complete body of work. It was like fully produced. This is a lot more about my bars and a lot more about just kind of my lyrical craft. And so so I did 3 off seasons on there, no choruses. I just was like, I want to just do some no chorus tracks, just straight, bars, East Coast beats, not even trap beats. I like trap beats, but for these off season joints, I intentionally picked non-trap beats. And
okay.
And I wanted to just spit. I wanted to just air out, and kind of ode to hip hop. And so I did 3 on there, and then I did 4, and then I did 5, and we'll see.
Well, hair claps, because I love that, dude. I love that. I love the concept, man. I love how it's unique. It's different. It's like you just going by what you feel. You're going by your own. You're making your own lane and doing your own thing, man.
Yeah. And so even the concept of these off-season freestyles is an off-season, right? Because nowadays, I know I'm not going to get a placement for a 32-bar freestyle. I know I'm not going to get everybody singing a chorus. I'm doing this because I want to spit. I genuinely love to do this.
Yeah. Facts.
Even the nature of these off-season kind of is a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's like if you do a track with no chorus these days, you're not necessarily setting yourself up for success.
Right.
I'm doing this for the love of it.
Yeah. And you know what? I talk to Gil about this often. The frustration because of just how many people are out there just doing it for the wrong motives and kind of creating this clutter.
Yeah.
And you're a true artist. You truly desire to do this. Like I talk about times where, I didn't have money to get a beat. I didn't have enough money to purchase a beat. Matter of fact, at the time when I first started spitting this stuff, I would use instrumentals on cassette tapes. And in a karaoke, and I would have 2 cassette tapes on both sides, and I would record on one over the instrumental, and I would flip the tape, record again, and do my dubs and my ad-libs. By the time it was done, it was all smushed.
Yeah.
It sounded like garbage.
Yeah.
But I was trying to dub myself and record myself over in a karaoke machine with cassette tape.
Hey, it's for the love of it right there. That's the essence.
Bought a beat machine. I got a job just to buy the beat machine and sat in the basement for like hours at a time. Everybody outside running around playing tag, and I'm in the basement trying to figure out this beat machine and writing lyrics and not even sharing with nobody. Nobody even knew I rap. Matter of fact, remember the first time you knew I rap?
Yeah.
You knew me for a minute, and then you were like, wait, you rap? But anyway, it's not about me, but I see where you're at.
Was very, like I wasn't expecting it. Because back in the day, I knew him as a breakdancer.
Oh, you said
I used to break.
Yeah,
dude, I ran a crew. I ran a break dance crew and everything, man.
And then out of nowhere, he was like, "Yo, you want to hear something?" And I was just like, "Yeah." And out comes this rap, and I'm like, "Yo, you can rap."
But there's some people that are born to do it, man, and it doesn't matter if you receive recognition. Doesn't matter if you don't ever get the quote unquote bag. It's this desire, this burning desire in you to just release. And the way that you do is through this art.
Yeah.
Am I speaking? You feeling with that, right? Like all the way. And I saw that in you. Like I saw how you were moving, and I saw that you just want to serve through your music, man.
Yeah, I love it. When people tell me something touched them, when people tell me something impacted them, encouraged them, I'll be like, man, that's the highest form. Especially non-hip hop fans or people that gave up on hip hop and they're just like, oh, this really encouraged me. This made me think. This made me contemplate. From all walks of life, people, and especially for this mixtape, the hip hop community really has been responsive. And just from all different angles. Now, I'm not just talking about the CHH community, but the hip hop community has really been responsive.
No, because you know why? It's because you respect the craft for what it is and you take it serious, just like you said. That's why. You're not trying to do it like you don't see like, oh, like some people be switching up, or some people are accused of switching up from secular to Christian because it's easier. They assume, you know how people say that or whatever. And you have some of that. You have some people that just legit, like I just want to be known. But what keeps you sustaining in time is simply your desire to create and glorify God with your art. That's it. So you're going to keep going. Do you see any plans of like stopping at all? I mean, are you one to believe that when you get a cane, you got to hang up the mic? Like,
I mean,
tell me what you think about that. Is there a retirement
that's
plan?
a good question.
Is there a retirement
I mean,
plan?
it's like you think about these rock stars, right? These that are 70 years old that are still touring and selling out Fenway Park. So on one side, it's like, why not? You know, why not me? It may not be the same type, but I might not be able to do the jumping high during the trap beats. But you know, on one level, it's like, why not? This is something I'm gifted at. This is something I believe I can encourage people and glorify God with.
You can get one of them scooters though, and get some hydraulics on it.
That would be there we go. There we go.
At least get a little something, little swag on it.
But at the same time, though, it's like I don't want to be too attached to my gift. That if God's like, okay, now you gotta move on.
Yeah, it's time. Yeah.
So I want to be open. Right now, I got bars and I got songs, and I want to share.
He almost said I got bars for days. He said I got bars for days.
In and out of season. That's what he said.
In and out of season.
In and out of season is what he said, man.
Dope.
You know? So with that said, why don't we jump into this video, bro? And before we do, why don't you just explain, you know, what it is and the concept behind it?
Yeah, so this is off season 1. This is the first in the series. I've dropped 5 so far. And so this is off season 1. And this is just the video is simple. I mean, you've seen some other videos that got actors and actresses, and it's kind of more robust. But this is just me spilling, trying to be, you know, inspired. I'm like, let's spit some bars. You know, let's go around the city. I was driving, probably not the best thing to do, to be filmed while you're driving
you were driving
on the highway.
You were driving and
on the highway while we were spitting the bars.
Okay, all right.
While I was being filmed, like
you were driving, spitting bars, and filming yourself.
No. It was
that is talent, ladies and gentlemen.
No.
Clap for that.
That right there is the most
pure talent
way of I need to get this shot.
I'll be in the body cast like I did it.
Recording, filming. Dude filmed himself recording his album, driving
on the hood and driving at the same.
And now in the ambulance, screaming, "Did I get the shot?"
Verse 2 was in the ambulance.
Okay. Verse 2 was in the ambulance.
Without the Fuji, my boy Fuji shot it. But this is just me spitting bars, man.
Word. Let's get.
Why does that sound like the beginning of a verse? Like, yo, part 2 in the ambulance.
All right, here we go.
Yeah. I was like, give me an East Coast beat. Want some hip hop. Nah, I just played it. Ain't that serious. He was having a beat sale. I was like, oh, I like this. Yeah. Back up in the bag inside my bag. Holy Spirit, put the art up in my crab. God, help me focus on things that will last. Humble me when I'm conceited. Only one reason to brag. You brag you don't got friends, but just acquaintances. Well, maybe it means you don't know how to have relationships. Don't get me wrong, man, I ain't knocking a smaller circle. But sometimes it turns out you were the toxic person. Man, that can be scarier than the condom burst. And knowing that you riding dirty when the cops are searching. And knowing that you gotta hurry when your watch is broken. Man, I just wanna play my role until they drop the curtain. Yeah, so I'll just be running my race and I'm bringing something to say, but it's in the humblest way. I mean, I can study for days and still go and fumble to play, because planning for the fight is easy till you get punched in the face. Cause life happens, and we can't avoid it. Time passes, and we can't ignore it. Bills keep coming even when we can't afford it. So last thing I'll do is focus on what ain't important. Pacing to the prize, I'm taking it in stride. I'm praying to be wise and really use this brain between my eyes. I hate when I go blind, erasing all the lies and breaking off the ties of anything that's fake or a facade. I'll bake it in the fire, cause I could be lost in a maze, or on the block breaking blocks, getting caught in a raid. I know my God, he can save, and nobody out of his league. Providing grace so great it'll probably make a toddler behave. Well, maybe not what every mama would say, but this the same guy that'll tell you come alive in your grave. Or anyone who's crying afraid, shy or ashamed, or locked in a cage, feeling overused like a popular phrase. No cap. Hold that, I think I just fell off my rhyme pattern. It don't quite matter, I'm your acting flight captain. Will never land, no Mike Jackson. Holy Ghost, my life jacket. When I'm lacking and time passing and lights flashing and live action, to write a passage is my rite of passage. And God'll always play the hero, he don't mind getting typecasted. Yeah, he'll forever be the same. I know this life is complex, but his truth is simple and plain. Caesar.
The mightiest oak tree.
Yo.
Yeah.
So that was
fire.
first of all, that was fire, my dude.
Super fire.
Now I'm gonna try
Thank
to
you.
do something
Thank you.
daring. Okay. I'm gonna try to do something daring. I'm gonna try to grab this right now.
Yo, I love how you use
Go ahead,
graphics
Gil. There you go.
in your video.
Word. What
Good.
you mean, like
Hold
the
up.
effects?
Time out.
Yeah.
Awesome, man.
What do you mean?
I see what you're doing. Awesome. That's a co-host, man.
I'm working.
That's a co-host.
work.
He's
Hand clap
working.
for Gil
He's
for being that
working.
dope
Let me work.
co-host. Look, okay, I'm sorry. My bad. I just had
So,
to.
yo,
I had to
for real, like the
acknowledge that real
Hadouken,
quick.
like you did the
yeah.
Hadouken and
Shout out
everything.
to
I was like,
Lenny. My man, he's so my man Fuji shot the video, and then I sent it to my man Lenny, who's out in L.A., who does the effects, and so he made it work, man. Got me looking like a Street Fighter.
for real. I was like, this dude, man, stepping
Yeah.
it up in the production value now.
Yeah.
I mean, you did it before with the pastor one.
Yeah,
Well, not
yeah.
It was like a pastor, then it was like the homeless dude.
Lenny did those too.
But he
The
did the
far
eyes.
away, yeah.
Yo.
So I feel like that's what a lot of videos are going now. Dudes is doing
Really?
like graphics and effects, and so trying to keep engaged, because it's hard to keep people engaged if you don't got a chorus. It's like your bars got to be tight, the camera work got to be tight, all of that got to be tight.
But now you Hadouken dudes.
He
Like,
said Hadouken dudes.
like now this dude just said zoom,
yeah.
Kamehameha. Or is that even how you say it? Kamehameha, whatever.
Yeah, that.
That was dope.
That,
That, that thing.
That, whatever that is.
Oh no, but seriously though, I love the concepts. I love how you're not so straightforward with your concepts. You kind of just let people think through it and see the details. Even ask questions. I love that when people ask questions.
I feel like that's good art. I mean, there's some tracks I wanna like punch you in the face with a message, but then there's some tracks I want to open for conversation.
That's why you Hadouken dudes.
Yeah, exactly. Just
Yo, sorry, I just read somebody's comment. So you want to introduce this before we jump? I can't believe I just did this, by the way.
Word.
We got this all lined up right here, live on the spot.
There you go.
So you want to introduce it before we play this? Because as soon as
this is the intro to Rito. This track is called Ready. I told y'all Ready in the off season. And so this is just the intro track, the mindset that I'm in, trying to be ready. And the premise of this is like, we're praying to God for stuff, but let's make sure we're prepared if we get our prayer requests met. And so let's just make sure we're ready. We know God's going to come through. We don't exactly know his timing, but we know he's going to come through. So let's prepare like it.
Dude, I love it. I love that. All right, so hold up. Media source 10, here we go. And here you go.
I'll take you back to one summer night. I should've known something wasn't right. Cup of ice, rum and Sprite, getting drunk and nice. That feeling when you loving life, but you wanna fight. I hopped off the bus, too intoxicated. Seen some dudes I had smoked with across the station. One of them ain't recognized me, so I start explaining. I'm yelling derogatory statements, then he started wailing. I fell back and grabbed the dude till we locked arms, but his man went straight for my face like a washcloth. And even though it hurt getting hit in the jaw hard, the worst feeling was stepping up and getting caught off guard. In hindsight, I don't know what I was trying to prove. Man, I invited the beef, but never thought it through. My slow response and delay reaction, it got exposed. Thank God that all I suffered was a bloody nose. And though that story dates back for me a bunch of years, I tell it to show the dangers of being unprepared. Will you meet opportunity with a drunken stare? I hope not, cause when it's coming near, man, I just wanna be ready. I just wanna be ready. I said, I just wanna be ready. Yeah. Face to the ground, I've been praying hard. But am I ready for what I just prayed for? Wasting my vocal cords on what ain't important. Now my voice is hoarse when God really wants me to make noise. I asked God to increase the budget. He said, I wanna show you how to better spend your money. Now I'm praying more for extra blessings. He said, finish the assignment I gave you before you ask for extra credit. Claim I'm waiting for that new job to manifest, but showed up to the interview in a pair of sweats. Praying for a spouse, looking forward to the marriage bed, but is my character really matching up with my prayer requests? Praying to God for more opportunities, but would my weak faith even know what to do with it? They say you go and judge a tree by the fruit of it, but if I'm full of junk food, how am I gonna judge fruitfulness? Whew. God told me to tell us all, stop praying for stuff that we don't really want. Praying to spend time but don't wanna give up the hours. Praying for diversity but won't give up the power. The Lord promises that we win, but he also told us to be ready in and out of season. Part of our right believing is going to face our demons. Y'all will not catch me out here sleeping, man. I just wanna be ready. Face to the ground, I've been praying hard, but am I ready for what I just prayed for? Tell me when to go, I'ma make sure I want the work. Need I say more, man? I just wanna be ready. I said I just wanna be ready. Still the oak, don't forget it. I said I just wanna be ready. Yeah. Face to the ground, I've been praying hard, but am I ready for what I just prayed for?
Fire.
In and out of season, I'm
look at that. Oh, Gil, you know what?
Gonna leave me when the train board.
We can do this and like have control of music,
I said I just wanna
but it just gives me extra work.
don't forget it.
You know what I mean? Fire. Is there more to this? That's it. Dope. That was dope. Fire. I see you, DJ Mike, throwing up the biceps in flames, hand claps. I see flames,
He even
hundreds.
wrote Adoogie.
I'm a little late, but how
He
you
said, "I do
lads?
get-"
Oh, what's up? Benjamin's back. What up, Benjamin?
Yeah.
Rocking with us again, man. What up, man? Yeah, we got Caleb McCoy in the building. We just played a track. What's the name of the track?
Ready.
And that's off of
Rito.
And that's this album right here, correct?
Yep.
Rito. Go check out Rito.
Apple Music.
It looked like this. I
Spotify.
know this. You can't really see
I
it.
thought
But
it was Rito.
it's Rito. Go check out Rito.
Y'all say it better.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. The album's got some sofrito.
He got some sofrito in that. Real talk, though.
Yo.
All over.
All over it. Real talk.
He said all over it.
Real
Saison,
talk.
all of it.
And you know that's like a travesty in a Spanish home. You can't just be pouring out sofrito. But the album is so fire that if you spill it on the album,
There was so much content that
it's
you just
dope.
had to.
It's like, it's like the only time it's allowed. You drop some sofrito in a Spanish house, you're gonna probably get smacked.
Yo, speaking of sofrito, my cuz jumps in here and says, I remember when Gil was singing that Latin festival years back, had the PR and Colombian flags.
Yeah, he said, I saw you rap and Gil
he was talking about Gil.
No, he said, I saw you rap.
He was rocking the
Gil
Puerto Rican
sing.
flag and he was like dancing around with the flags. Oh, yo, actually, that's...
Are you crazy?
We'll talk about that.
That's a real story.
Yeah, that's a real story for real. We'll get into that. All right, so that was dope, my brother. So what's next, man? You said ready in and ready out of season. What's next?
Yeah. So I think I might drop a couple more off seasons. I'll say it here first. I don't think I've said it. I think I might.
Oh, dope.
I might drop a couple
the
more
exclusives.
off season freestyles.
Dope.
So
Do we
look
get
up-
like an exclusive like video premiere too?
I was trying. That's the one I got at the crib because I put one R.
He said, "Oh yeah, he was trying."
I do have off season 6.
You were.
I
trying.
do have off season 6. That I have. I don't know if we could get it, but
No, I'm saying like Then you was trying to share it now? I got you.
Yeah, I was trying to. I got you. When I get it,
that would have been fire.
I got y'all, but I was trying to send it.
Well, you're always welcome here, dude.
Yeah,
even if you don't want to be a special guest, we learned this, guest host.
So word.
Try to learn
I like it.
the way the radio works. You know what I mean? So you could be a guest host on the show. How about that?
I like that. I'll do my plug real quick before we start. Like, hey, off season 6, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's get into today's content.
You're gonna try to be slick and make it part of his name.
I love it.
Exactly.
I love it.
Today on this week's show, I'm about to drop something. Check out my IG real quick. But anyway, today on this week's
the whole entire spiel.
He said, check out my IG. Even his Cash App, my Cash App.
Exactly. So so I'm doing some more off season. I'm gonna probably put some of those off seasons on iTunes.
Dope.
Rito is out now.
And
so I do want to announce also. I don't think we've made an official announcement, but we're trying to pack out Sonia nightclub in Cambridge on October 26th. We're gonna have like the official Rito party. Rito concert, and I'm also partnering with Jalen Williams, who's a worship leader, R&B, trap worship artist who just dropped the EP. He leads worship at a big church in Impact Church in
Where is this?
This is going to be in Cambridge on October 26th. Sonia in the Middle East complex.
Fire, and you don't want to miss it.
An all Christian hip hop event. You performing and your boy.
Yeah, so we're co-headlining, and then we're gonna have some special guests to be announced.
Fire.
To be announced.
So and Caleb McCoy does things right.
We can have the band. We can have a full band.
He's gonna have a band. He's gonna have sleeping bags.
Exactly.
He's gonna have.
We're gonna have pyro. We're gonna have like the fire jugglers. We're
straight
not.
Up.
But
no, it's fire. It's fire. Man.
October 26th, Sonia.
Yeah. No, but real talk. No, not even knocking. But you set the vibe when you do shows.
Oh yeah.
You set the vibe.
Yeah.
You're not just going. You're not just going up there spitting over some.
And I haven't seen him perform recently, but when the last time I seen him perform with the Cajon,
check his IG.
For real, right?
Check his
I
IG.
get a backstage pass every week,
Every
man.
time,
every show
dude.
I'm at. I'm like, I feel like I'm there with you.
There you go.
Nah, but if you let me know like the dates,
I'm telling you,
I'm with it.
October 26th. I mean, we do a bunch. We're doing a couple more. We're doing one in Andover.
No,
we're doing one in Jersey. But
in the future as well, like not just October 26th.
Gotcha. I got you. I'll keep you guys updated. But this is gonna be a big one. We try and bring out Boston. We almost sold the venue out last year. We try and sell it out this year.
I'm proud of you, man.
Thank you.
And claps again. That's what's up, man.
So what do you say to people who are like, oh man, you using the club to sell it, Jesus music? Like, you using the devil's church.
I don't even know what that means.
Facts.
You say you're doing it in the club,
Facts.
right?
Yeah, I hear you. I don't know if I even respond to that.
Yeah, there you go.
Unless I could have like a conversation about their theology, I would be curious of what your mission is if you're asking that question. Of course, we want to invite people, right? And so we want to make it inviting. The infrastructure's there. If you are a church person, you can come there and be a church person.
Facts.
Right? If you are a club person, you can come there and be a club person. You're gonna get this content. And so
you're gonna get this work.
You're gonna get this work. That's it.
And we did last year. We had a mix. It was a mix.
Dope.
Different people from different walks of life. It was a beautiful thing.
Yep, it is a beautiful thing.
That's pretty dope.
Caleb, before you bounce, I want to take us to artist tip, man. Since you're here, artist tip. All right. So we officially trying to really give artist tips.
Yeah.
This one isn't as technical. This one's more so an obvious one. But I think for some of us, because of pride and ego, it's so challenging to see there in the moment. It really is. Like some dudes are so stubborn that the most basic things are just not obvious in any kind of way.
Yeah.
Even though it's right in front of their face. So one of the things that I want to drop, and one of the things that have been a major blessing to me this year alone, has been building a network.
Yeah, facts.
So, Caleb, how about for you, like specifically when you think of like building up a network, like what does that mean for you? And is that something that you actively apply with yourself as an artist?
Yeah, that's a good. I think building a network is really important. I mean, there's practical ways, right? There's the email list, the MailChimps, the constant contacts. There's the IG analytics, so making sure you're catering to your base. And I think one of the most obvious ways to build a network is be consistent with content. When people feel like you're being consistent and you're putting out quality art that makes people feel like they know you, they feel like they're in your network.
Facts.
You can give perks, you can do whatever like that, and so I think that's important. But then also, even like a inner circle. There's like a network, a broader network, but then there's like an inner circle where you got your people that you want to attend their shows, they attend your shows.
See, when you cut a tree and you look at the oak.
Oh, there you go. You
see the rings? There's an inner circle. You know, it's one of a kind. You know what I'm saying?
That's the offering plate.
Go ahead. Yeah, so the inner circle.
That's a word. Rev Mario.
Break it down.
No, but you're right though. Like,
go ahead.
You have your external network that you. I think in a lot of fundraising or kind of Salesforce, they call it like common connected. Right. So you got people that you're touching, the email lit blast,
I love
the people that's on IG that are just looking at your stuff, but you want to bring people slowly into that connected core. You know, you want to bring people into that. So you got the people that just you come in contact with, then you got people that you're connected with. Maybe they downloaded the album and they kind of like it. Maybe they like every other post or whatever. And then you got the core network. They'll be at every show, or they'll support, or they're part of the Patreon.
Yeah.
They're super fans. They really believe in the mission. And the goal is to expand who you're touching with your common network and try to bring everybody closer to that core network.
Love it, man.
But that takes work, takes humility, because you got to be in other people's network.
What's dope about that is that, like, the psychology behind it for artists out there, like, when most people, at least when I talk to, they always talk about the that's what I'm looking for, like the competition, like, yo, this is saturated, or you know, there's too many people doing the same thing or whatever. And based off what you're saying is that it doesn't really matter who's out there, who's doing it, how big they are, because what you're putting out there is authentic art that people are connecting with. So you can literally have your own infrastructure, your own culture, your own people.
There's never too many people being authentically who God created them to be. And so I think that's not gonna be the case. And one thing I'll announce here that you're gonna hear more of is the phrase no comparison. So
there you go.
No comparison. So the show that I just announced is gonna be called the No Comparison Concert, because I'm co-headlining it and we're bringing more artists in.
Dope.
And I think when you hear no comparison, sometimes you think I'm flexing on you, right? Ain't no comparison.
Right.
But like, there's friendly competition, right? But also the no comparison is like, literally, I'm not comparing myself to you. I'm celebrating your success. I'm celebrating my success, and there's no comparison.
Right? Yeah.
You're dope. I'm dope.
I love that.
So
yeah,
you hear that for no comparison.
No comparison.
You're gonna hear that a lot more.
That's dope.
Yeah, and that's
kind of like how the term I use when at least I've used it when they talk about like LeBron.
Did he say he created it? What did you say?
No, I said I've used it as well for like LeBron and Jordan. Like, that's no comparison.
They can be both dope.
Yeah, they both dope in their own ways, and you know what I mean. And we can't put them together at their prime. That's a physical impossibility.
Yeah.
So why even have this conversation?
I think some people just like to debate, but I totally agree with you. I don't, and it's like, and I think as artists we can do that. It doesn't mean you have to support every single person on the face of this earth, because that's impossible. But it means when you're dealing with people, we don't gotta be threatened by each other. I don't gotta compare. There's people that are dope, so much doper than me on different things, and that's cool.
Right? Yeah.
When I learned that, it was so freeing.
Yeah,
I don't have to compare with nobody.
No,
like,
seriously.
You know, because I'm a singer, so I automatically started thinking like, dang, I'm competing with, Fred Hammonds.
He was he was putting himself up against Usher. Stop lying, Gil. You don't remember that?
Usher. I mean, they all sing.
Remember that?
Yeah.
To be honest. Well, yeah, especially when I was thinking.
You had the glove. Remember when you had the gloves and all that, and you were like spinning around? It was crazy, dude.
Gloves.
Fire.
Never had gloves.
But yeah, then when you found out that you could just be yourself,
I thought it was dope. It was like, yo, I don't have to worry about it. Like, I could literally create fans. I could have fans that are just fans of me.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I mean, there's billions and billions of people in this world. Like there's impossible that you can't get your own.
Every
fans.
time he says that, I just
Billions.
think of
Oh,
every
there's
time he
billions and
says,
billions.
billions of dollars. Every time he says that.
People
But
love authenticity.
facts. Yeah.
Facts.
And that's one of the things that we've been preaching for a while on the show is that very thing, just authenticity. Just be yourself.
Yeah.
And master yourself. Master your
Yeah,
lane.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even you know what though? Even like martial artists, they mix some of their strategies and techniques because they might find one beneficial over the other,
Yeah.
or
Oh,
they might
facts.
find a technique that works better at this over their own technique or whatever. And likewise, like artists, that's what we do as well. We like to, it's okay to, so don't copy and imitate, be yourself, but at the same time, it's okay to incorporate certain styles or ways that
Yeah,
people
we're gonna draw
promote.
from
You know what I'm
stuff.
saying? You can learn from each other and
Yeah.
grow from each other. So that's another way. And I think we need a lot more people that are in the front lines, that have a lot of experience already. I think we need a lot more of them ushering in the young ones. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
And helping
yeah.
them understand. And we do see that. So hand claps for them that are doing that.
Word.
We do see
That's
that.
why I don't believe in there's an authentic style. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's up to the interpretation of that artist.
What do you mean by like genre or just kind of musical style?
Yeah, like when they say
yeah.
like, "Oh, you're not doing authentic hip hop." Like, what do you
Oh,
mean? You
yeah, I
can't
don't
tell
agree
me
with that
what's
either.
authentic, what comes out of me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? How it flows, or what I'm talking about. If it's my experiences or my life or my faith,
Yeah.
like it shouldn't ever be called authentic or non-authentic because that's just artistry.
Yeah. I
You
agree.
can't go into a painting, an art store and be like, "That is not authentic trees."
Yeah.
Like that's the way the artist interpreted it. Like
Right.
it's a tree.
Yeah.
Facts.
I think everybody has the way they want to see art, and that's their business. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna do me.
You can't force anybody to like, or you can't force anybody to do anything. All you can do is stay faithful to your art,
Yeah.
create it to the best of your ability, get it to the point where you like it, because you know how we do. We get stuck in the mixing and mastering, and then we'll never release a project until like 3 years later. And then by then we're like, oh, I don't want to release it because it's mad old.
Yeah.
And then you never release anything.
No, artists go through that. Yeah,
or if
lying.
you're a producer, you tuck
Yeah.
all the dope beats and I'll rap on that beat, and then you don't ever rap on that beat. Anyway,
No, you ain't lying.
The
Caleb,
thing is that you still keep creating. So
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
the
oh,
stuff
yeah,
that
true,
you did
yeah.
old, you're comparing it to
yeah.
the
So
stuff
don't
that you've evolved.
don't over analyze it. Like get it, to
Just
the
get it
place.
out.
Yeah, get it to the place that you feel comfortable with.
I think you said master yourself.
Yeah,
I just
master yourself.
I
It's a-
actually have
it's
a
a-
track on Rito called "Find Yourself,"
Dope.
and I feel like that's master.
It's a
yourself.
constant journey, dude.
Yeah.
Like the artists,
ending.
back in the day, you used to think like certain artists are just boxed to that sound and that style. But nowadays, you're seeing more than ever.
We're complex people.
Facts.
Why would our music be any different?
Facts.
God made us be complex people. So.
Love it. So, Caleb, it's a blessing to have you
Word.
here with us. I'm gonna jump into another video real quick. A little ad I did. Shout out to the Bar Podcast.
Word.
Yes,
Thanks
I'm
for
gonna
having
play
me.
that. And it's a blessing to have you here with us, my dude. An honor, and you're welcome anytime. Even if you want to guest host, man, like
Word,
come
word.
through,
Yeah,
my dude.
man.
You're always welcome,
I
man.
got some ideas, but yeah, thank you and peace to all y'all and y'all partners doing y'all thing, man. For real.
All right, thank you,
Appreciate
Caleb.
it, man. Appreciate
An honor,
it,
bro.
Word.